Good morning. Topics number 9 and 10, good nutrition and healthy habits, by teacher Nubia Colindres. Every day we make choices about the food we eat and our lifestyles. Good nutrition is an important part of a healthy lifestyle. Combined with physical activity, your diet can help you reach and maintain a healthy weight, reduce your risk of chronic diseases, and promote your overall health. However, there are things that affect our health. For example, stress. If we do or do not exercise, if we keep a good diet, if we sleep, and if we need help or not. Let's see now one by one. We have stress. Some causes of stress can be exams, work, relationships. And some of the effects of stress are diarrhea, insomnia, anxiousness. Some solutions, however, we can mention relaxation, for example, meditation, deep breathing. We have to set goals in our lives, do some exercise, and avoid caffeine, alcohol, and smoking to get rid of stress. Exercise. Some of the things that we have to keep in mind when we exercise is that we have to remember the warm-up, do some aerobics like bike or treadmill, toning and strength exercises, and practice the flexibility by stretching. When we think about the diet, something that we have to remember is to eat a wide variety of fruits and vegetables with vitamins, low in fat and fiber, and eat breads and cereals with whole grains. Sleep. Even though you may not believe this is very important, sometimes some people suffer from an insomnia. Some of the consequences of this lack of sleep are stress, mistakes, and it's hard to concentrate when you lack of sleep. So some of the tips to have a good sleep is to have a comfy mattress, do some regular exercises, do things at regular hours, and no smoking. However, in case you need help, you have to remember to go see a doctor or a dietitian. Basic principles of good nutrition. Things that we have to keep in mind are the meals, the 4 basic meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and to have a light snack. To make a good digestion, you have to eat slowly, chew food very well in order to absorb nutrients. In order to have energy, because food provides energy, you don't have to skip the meals. Drink plenty of water, avoid soft drinks or canned juices, and eat fresh fruit. And regards to food, you have to avoid fried foods, eat low-fat foods, eat fruits and vegetables. Here I have a glossary of words that we have to keep in mind. For example, calories, carbohydrates. The calories refer to the energy people get from food and drink. And the sugar, cholesterol, digestion, energy, food, fried food, grease, and health. Some Some other words are ingredients. All the food that go into a meal or food product. Junk food is unhealthy food. The meal is any of the regular occasions in a day when a large amount of food is eaten. For example, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Nutrients are substances that provide nourishment essential for growth and the maintenance of life. Nutrition is the process of providing the food necessary for health and growth. Obesity is a problem and is the condition of being very much overweight. Protein is a substance found in food and drinks, such as meat, eggs, and milk. Saturated fat is a type of fat especially found in foods like butter, cheese, red meat, etc. Sodium is a mineral found in most of the foods we eat. And trans fats, those are artificial fats that make food last longer and taste better, but are bad for health. So those are words that you have to keep in mind. Now let's see the grammar section. First of all, we're going to see the countable nouns. These are nouns that can be counted. For example, a book, 2 books, 3 books. They have singular and plural form. For example, chair, chairs, child, children, apple, apples. They can use a singular or a plural verb. The book is old. We can also say the books are old. Uncountable nouns. These are nouns that cannot be counted. For example, water, air, rice, etc. They only have singular form and use a singular verb. For example, the water is cold. Information is real. Uncountable nouns are often abstract ideas like love, freedom, education, music, thunder, help, beauty. They are made of smaller parts like sugar, salt, rice, sand, grass, and dust. They often refer to some food like bread, fish, cheese, meat, bacon, and ham, or liquids and gases like water, milk, coffee, rain, soup, air, smoke, juice, etc. Some materials like wood, glass, paper, gold, silver, ice, cotton, etc. Some words of the English language like furniture, advice, news, information, luggage, and money, those are uncountable nouns also. Quantifiers. They are a type of determiner which denote imprecise quantity that modify nouns and pronouns. They differ from numbers or numerals, which indicate precise quantity. Countable quantifiers. We can count them. When we use quantifiers, countable nouns are in plural form. We use some, a few, a lot of in positive or affirmative sentences. There are some nuts. I would like a few potatoes, please. There are a lot of biscuits. We use any in questions and negative sentences. For example, are there any eggs? There are not any bread rolls. Uncountable quantifiers. We cannot count them. When we use quantifiers, uncountable nouns are in singular form. We use some, a little, a lot of in positive or affirmative sentences. For example, there is some sugar. I will add a little cheese, please. There is a lot of meat. We use any in questions and negative sentences. For example, is there any bread? There isn't any milk. Questions with how many and how much. We use how many and how much to ask about quantity. We use how much for questions with uncountable nouns. For example, how much money do you have? How much sugar is there in the kitchen? We use how many for questions with countable nouns. For example, how many students are there in the school? How many chairs are there in the kitchen? Now, let's practice. We're going to remember the reading that is in the file section, basic principles for good nutrition. First question, how many meals are recommended according to the reading? For breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a light snack. Why is chewy food, well, so important? To facilitate digestion. Which juices are recommended and why? Honey, sweetened lemonade, or fresh fruit juices are recommended because soft drinks and bottled or canned juices are high in sugar content. How much water do you have to drink every day? 2 liters a day, or 8 glasses. Why should you avoid fat food? It may affect cholesterol, blood circulation, and the heart. Let's practice. Let's classify the nouns that are here into countable and uncountable nouns. For example, money is uncountable, apples are countable noun, salt is also uncountable, as well as water. Meals is a countable noun, as well as people. Then we have air is uncountable, fruits is a countable noun, and sugar is an uncountable noun, and finally vegetables are countable noun. Let's see now some questions and answers using how much and how many. And we have to answer using the names of the container. For example, 1 is how much popcorn is there? There is a bag of popcorn. Number 2, how many donuts are there? There is a box of donuts. How many noodles are there? There is a bowl of noodles. How much pop is there? There is a can of pop. How much chicken is there? There is a bucket of chicken. How many apples are there? There is a box of apples. How much milk is there? There is a jug of milk. So finally, we reached the end. Thank you very much.